Good morning. I am so excited. Well, welcome to Coffee and Crochet with Sarah. We have a bunch of stuff for today. Well, I don't know about a bunch, but a bunch of exciting stuff. All right, so what we're going to do today is we're going to announce the giveaway winner for the November giveaway. And then we're going to do an unboxing. I received a wonderful box from Herrschners. Herrschners is a craft, they sell crafts of all kinds. I have bought lots of yarn from them through the years. I've also bought puzzles from them. They have jigsaw puzzles. They have all kinds of craft kits. They have macrame, needlepoint, embroidery, crochet, and knitting kits. So it's, and even more. It's a really fun thing. If you've never got the magazine sent to your house, you're missing out. Okay, so after we're done here, I want you to go to Herrschners.com and request a magazine. They're the best. They have so much neat things you never even would have thought of. All right, so what we're going to do, I see a lot of you already clinking in. Good morning. We're going to clink in just a second. But like I said, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to announce the winner of the November giveaway. And then we'll do the unboxing with Herrschners. I've got it right here. Then I'll tell you about what's going on this week at Posh Pooch Designs. So the first thing we need to do is to clink in. Okay, so I went to the store because I was looking for a gnome cup, because the name of the Herrschners promotion is Gnome for the Holidays, and it's so cute. I love the name. I couldn't find one, so I pulled out my old Santa mug. This one is really old. I don't even know where I got it. I can't remember. I'm going to say it's about 25 years old, but I love it. And so let's go ahead and clink in. Clinkety, clink, clink, ho, 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 gnome. All righty. Now, I do want to apologize a little bit about my dry throat today. For some reason, I woke up with a really dry throat. I've been doing my rinse because I have a really dry mouth anyway, and so I did my rinse this morning, hoping that that would alleviate that problem. But I'm still, unfortunately, clearing my throat. All righty, let's get right to business, shall we? That's a clue of something you're going to need for next week. All righty, now, before I announce the winner, the winner, I want to remind you to never, ever put your email address or shipping address on a comment anywhere whatsoever, okay? Hi, Callie. My grandkids are back on distance learning this week. I was hoping they would pop in today. Hi, Callie. That's my granddaughter. So anyway, like I said, never put your email address or shipping address on a comment anywhere. If you are today's winner for the November giveaway, there's two ways you can contact me. You can just send me a message right through Facebook at the Posh Pooch Designs page. Don't send the message to my personal page because a lot of times I don't get those. Send the message to the Posh Pooch Design page. The other thing you can do is go to www.poshpoochdesigns.com, which is our web page, and there's a little contact button, and you can hit that contact button and it'll shoot me an email right over that way. So there's two ways that you can contact me. All right, are you ready? Now, the winner, not the winter, is going to receive one of our Coffee and Crochet with Sarah bags. The winner will also receive a blocking board. This was donated from Michael's gift store. You'll also receive a lit eye crochet hook, and these are fun to have around. They are very bright, but they're great for like dark navy blue, even dark red or black yarn, so you can see where to put your crochet hook. And then you're also going to receive 4 skeins of Charisma from Michael's, and it's 4 different colorways. And when I show you the prize, this is exactly what you're going to receive. You're not going to receive anything else. It's not going to be similar. It's going to be these exact things, okay? So I'm going to stuff this all back inside here, put this aside, because I got a bunch of stuff sitting around my table today. All right, so that's what the winner will receive. Are you ready? All right, the name of the winner is Vonnie Ross. VONNIE ROSS. All right, now if you're Vonnie or you know who Vonnie is, let them know. To contact me, they are the November winner. Congratulations! This is a really nice prize, and I'll have to tell you, November's prize is really cool. Now, I was contacted from, I keep saying it's wrong, I keep saying string dingy ding, but it's stringy ding ding. Or it might be the other way around. Anyway, they are donating yarn for next month's giveaway as well as a 1-year subscription. And so we'll talk more about that the first week in November. All right. Okay. Let me grab a little sip here. I just saw Aiden, my grandson, who's also on distance learning this week. Glad you all can see your Oma today. All righty. Are you ready? I am so excited. All right, let's go down to here. This is what I received from Herrschners. I'm not going to show you the other side because it has instructions on what I'm supposed to do. Okay, so their idea, because so many people are stuck in their homes during this holiday season, they don't want you to get bored. They want you to craft. And so they're calling it Gnome instead of Home for the holidays. And like I said, Herrschners is a great company. They have all kinds of crafty things. Everything from yarn kits to puzzles. And it's a great company. I've ordered from them before. They're really quick to send out your products and also to stay in contact with you. All right, let's open up the box. Now, I'm going to confess to you, I'm going to move some of this stuff so I can set this on my table. I am going to confess to you that I opened the box. I couldn't wait. It was just so exciting. And I couldn't wait. And so I went ahead and looked inside. And I know you're going to love what's in here. All right, let me take out this beautiful paper. All right, now the first kit in here is reindeer gift bags. It comes with everything you need to make these, okay? And this is a plastic canvas kit. It includes 7 mesh plastic canvases, premium quality plastic canvas yarn, tapestry needle, and easy to follow chart and instructions. The only thing you're going to need is a pair of scissors to cut your yarns. Everything else is in here. 7 sheets, 7 mesh plastic canvas, premium plastic canvas yarn, tapestry needle, and look at what the kit is. Isn't that adorable? Now, these you'll be able to order from Herrschners if you want them. And one thing I want to tell you is I'm going to be giving these away. And what I want you to do, whether you're on Facebook or whether you're on YouTube, tell me which one of these you would prefer. And we'll pick some names next week. All right, so that's one. Canvas, reindeer gift bags. They're not canvas, they're canvas kit. See the plastic canvas? Okay. All right, now the next one, I'm going to save this one for last because it's super duper adorable. This kit is snowflakes. All right, and I held it upside down. And this is macrame. It's snowflakes, macrame ornaments. And look at all that you get with that. That's 2 things of yarn there. It's actually almost like a string yarn because this is canvas. Kit includes cording, the rings, I'm trying to see this, and easy to follow instructions. Doesn't that look like a lot of fun? And because it's macrame, it's going to be a little bit stiffer than if you made them out of yarn. So that's a neat idea. It's not crochet, it's macrame. See the rings in there? All right, that's kit number 2 that's in here. All righty, now this other kit, I kind of want to keep this for myself. Look at this. Mini embroidery hoop ornaments. Isn't that adorable? Okay, so you can see you get all the stuff you need to make those. There's the floss and the rings. So let me read what it says. Kit includes white polyester cotton fabric stamped for embroidery. So that's already on there. Wooden embroidery hoops, cotton floss, floss organizer, tapestry needle, and easy to follow chart, and stitching and finishing instructions. So you get everything in here except the needle, or except the scissors again. Isn't that cool? If you've never done any embroidery, this is a great kit to learn that, because you can see they're not real complicated. Wouldn't these be fun to use as ornaments or maybe gift tags as well? All right, that's kit number 3. Okay, this one is my favorite one in here. This is the 4th kit, and I really want to keep this one. I want to keep them all. All right, this is called Christmas Gnomes Ornaments, and they're made out of felt and yarn. Let's see, it says, kit includes felt, sequins, beads, pearls, pearl beads, pom-poms, jingle bells, acrylic yarn, ribbon, wavy braid, wavy braid, floss, embroidery needle, easy to follow instructions. Each one measures about 3.6 inches, and you get enough here to make 6. Isn't that adorable? Christmas gnomes. And that's from Felt Street, of course. And you can see all the stuff. Here's the felt. And down here's all the sequins and the beads and everything. Isn't that awesome? All right, now what I want you to do is I want you to tell me which one of those you would like to have. That way, if I pick a name and you have, because it's going to be done in a random generator. If I pick a name and you're like, well, I really wanted the gnomes, I didn't want the other, then I can know which one that you want. And we will try to match that up as best we can. I wish I could put my own name in the generator because I would like to keep all of those and do them myself. But I want to do this next week, and the reason is it's the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and I want to get them out in time so that you can make some of these for Christmas, okay? All righty, and I will go, and I will look on both the Facebook comments and the YouTube comments. One thing you do need to remember about this particular giveaway, for Herrschners, you do need to subscribe to the YouTube channel to be entered. Our monthly giveaways, I don't do that well, but that is what is requested, that the winners be a YouTube subscriber to the channel, okay? All righty. One really cool thing about this is, when we're stuck at home, we get ourselves where we're watching news all day long, and it's good to be informed and know what's going on around the world and in your community. But you don't want to do that all day long because it's just going to drag you down, to hear, counts all day long and all that stuff. So turn the TV off now and then and do some crafting. And the neat thing about crafting, I also love to sit and do puzzles a little bit. And the neat thing about that is that you can get away from all of that for a little while and just concentrate on what you're doing. If you're doing the needlepoint canvas or making those silly little gnomes, it brightens your heart, especially if you're making them to give to somebody else. Okay, Rita just said she wanted to order some yarn from Herrschners. I believe over the Thanksgiving, it goes from, I think, like Wednesday into the next Tuesday. They will be offering some free shipping stuff. But go to the Herrschners website because, you know, online, it's not just Black Friday. It goes like through Cyber Monday. So keep that in mind when you're wanting to order. I tried to order some more of that candy cane yarn. It's out of stock right now. So it's super duper popular. And I think it's because a lot of the yarn manufacturers don't have a Christmas striping yarn like that with the red and the green. And I like that it kind of goes from a pinky color, and I like that. And when I made the gift stocking out of it, I just loved the way that it turned out. Okay, so if you're stuck home for the holidays, remember to gnome for the holidays. Alrighty, isn't that super fun? I love unboxing stuff, especially if, I mean, I love unboxing yarn, but crafts too. I have always done tons of crafts. As a matter of fact, I learned to knit before I learned to crochet. I just was more drawn to crochet. And I like knitting too. But anyway, why do you think I keep ringing these silly bells? Next week, we're going to do a crochet together. And I just wanted to remind you to get some bells, because we're going to use some bells, jingle bells, in our crochet together next week. And in this bag, I have several different sizes and colors. And so it doesn't really matter what size you get. The main thing is that you can get a needle through the end of it. If you get a bell like this, let me pull that up there a little bit. It's slippery for some reason. You need to be able to get a needle through the top because we're going to crochet with some bells. And it's also going to be a mystery crochet together until next week. But I wanted you to get some bells. Now, you can go to like your dollar stores. You can go to any Hobby Lobby. Oh, Jolene's giving you the free shipping right there. If you order over $35, the code is, there you go, for free shipping. I'm telling you, Herrschners is one of the best companies. Anyway, back to what we were doing. You're going to need some jingle bells. You're going to need your H, which is your 5.00 millimeter crochet hook. You'll need a needle for weaving in ends, and some jingle bells, and some Christmas or whatever yarn that you're going to use. Maybe about 2 ounces at the most. I don't think so, probably an ounce. And we're going to do something really fun together next week. Jingle bells. I just thought I'd warn you of that so you could know what to get for next week. I love doing the crochet togethers. Even when I make mistakes or say the wrong stitches or the wrong numbers, I still love it. I think it's so much fun because I feel like we're all together and crocheting together. Long distance. All right. Let's talk about what's new this week at Posh Pooch Designs. Now, I'm going to go first to this lovely, lovely. This is my triangle scarf. I called it the Autumn because of the yarn that I use. But of course, you can use any yarn that you want to. It works up super fast because it's stitched in triple crochet stitches and alternating 3 rows of triple with a row of half double crochets. And it's just one of my favorites. The yarn that I used is this. This is the Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. And the name of this is called Autumn Stripe. Isn't that beautiful? And this yarn has, let me see. Where did that go? I lost the ounces. Chinka, 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 chinka. There it is. Okay. It has 5 ounces. And you're going to need about 8 to do the shawl. I call it a shawlette or triangle scarf. And you're going to need about 8 ounces to make it. But if you want to make it longer, make it bigger to make it into a full-size shawl, you can just by continuing to repeat the repeats. And if you'll notice, it does have 1 button on there. And I put that on there because if you want to just wrap it over your shoulders, you can button it. Or if you want to sew that it's the front is long like it is back there, you can button it in the back. And it's super easy. You get a nice big 1.5-inch button, and it goes right through those triple crochet stitches. And it whips up really quickly, and it's just beautiful. And I'm going to wear it on Thanksgiving, even if I'm all by myself. All right. The other thing that we did was I kept getting lots of messages about they wanted a scarf for the men. Well, any scarf that you make can be for the guys or the girls, unless, you know, it just depends on what their preferences are. If they want just a plain or a fancy scarf. But I already had this one written up. This is called our crossover cowl. And you can make it with or without this button tab. And if you look at those stitches, they're called mock cable or triple cross because you do 3, let me see, you do 3 double crochets and then a triple across it. And this also works up really fast. And the neat thing about this pattern is you can make it as long as you want to, and you can also make it as wide as you want to, and you can also make it like short and wide. It's up to your preference. And make it with or without the button tab if you want it just plain. It's a great gift for the guys and for the girls. All right, we did that. And then the other thing that we did this week were my stash busting fingerless or texting gloves. And someone asked me, how do you get them both the same size? And these are my tips. Measure as you go to make sure you're not making your stitches too big. Also, when you sit down to make 2 of something, I used to have this issue with booties. I would try to make baby booties and one would come out bigger than the other or shorter. But that's because you're adjusting your tension without thinking about it. And so when you sit down to make something where you're making 2, especially if it's smaller, like gloves or booties or socks or something, or leg warmers, make them both in the same sitting if possible. That way you can check against the other one, you know, measure, because your tape measure, I always say this, is the best friend of a crafter. Whether you're knitting, sewing, whatever you're doing, your tape measure is your best friend. And I buy these inexpensive ones at Hobby Lobby. I've bought them at Joann's. And a lot of times, even when I don't even need them, I'll pick up a couple because I like having them in all of my craft spots and all of my craft bags. That way I can measure. If it's coming out a 1/2 inch too wide, I can tighten up my tension. If it's coming out too big, I said that already. If it's coming out too small, I can loosen my tension. But it makes a difference if you sit down and try to do them both at the same time and just kind of measure as you go. Okay? All righty. Woo! That was an exciting video, wasn't it? I know. When I get excited about yarn and crafts, I talk too fast. And I'm sorry about that. I don't mean to. It just happens. And the last thing I want to talk about is the washcloth of the month. All right. The blog said yesterday's date, the 16th. Well, I have a planner that I use where I have everything, because I plan things out 3, 4, or 5 months in advance and trying to see what goes with what. And yes, we make changes from time to time. But in my calendar planner that I work off of, it had next Monday's date. And so in the group, PPD, Puppy Love group, people were so worried that I had forgotten to do the crochet washcloth of the month. I didn't forget. I just had the dates mixed from my blog to my calendar. And so next Monday, we'll be doing the washcloth of the month. And I'm really excited about this one because it's got some different techniques in it. And then I'm also excited about the December one because it's totally different than what we've been doing. And then I also have a bonus washcloth that I'm going to do in January. So we do have 3 more washcloths. I decided to go ahead and do a bonus one in January because January we're going to be starting a new year-long crochet along. But I'm not exactly settled on how I want to do it. And so I thought I'd go ahead and do that. And if it comes along, then I will. I just made a hat. This is Vivian. Using the There is not any way of making it go faster. Some things just take a little bit more time. That's just how it is. Especially, it looks like half double crochet simple stitch. Is that that's Tunisian, right? When I first started doing it, I called it Tennyson. And this was years ago. And I watched a video and she called it Tunisian. I'm like, oh, that just makes sense. But there isn't any way to make it go faster. It's just a really slow way of doing things. And sometimes when it comes to crafting, it's about the process, not the finished project. Okay? So take your time. I will tell you, if you watch Crochet Kim, which is Kim Guzman's Tunisian videos, they're amazing. Because I was doing some things incorrectly that I learned from a different book. And I happened to pick up one of her books and I looked her up online. And that was before I knew her through our crochet groups. And she's amazing. She is totally amazing. Her Tunisian videos are, of course, she has a really neat voice. When she does her videos, it's very soothing. And she just takes her time. She's patient, you know, and does a really good job. And I learned a lot from her. It's one of those techniques that I don't care for especially, just because it does take a long time to do it. But there is a lot of really neat patterns that you can do. All righty. Well, that's all I've got for you today. I just want to remind you that pick up some Jingle Bells, hit your favorite craft store, or just go to the Dollar Tree and get you some Jingle Bells. We're going to do a Jingle Bell crochet together next week. Well, that's all I have for you. I'm going to be looking through all the comments, probably not till Saturday, to see who wants to win what. And then next Tuesday, I'll announce the winners. And last but not least, congratulations, Vonnie Ross. Please contact me and I'll get your package out super quick. And remember, I love all of you. You are all a part of my little world, of my crochet world, and my blog, my videos, because I can't do any of this without all of you.